Welcome to my channel, Theresa Divine Guidance. This is a reading for all of you, so let's get started. We have the Ace of Cups as well as the Hierophant. With the Ace of Cups here, this is a card that is about love, compassion, relationship. We see the water which is overflowing from the cup. It's not that water. Instead, it's a river stream that the water is continuously flowing and everlasting, and water is associated with our emotions. So therefore, it indicates you are going to feel emotionally satiated. And the reason why is because we see the hands here. Out of the blue, all of a sudden, you are going to be offered with a blessing. It could be an opportunity, an offer, a gift, or a positive transition in your life where you are going to feel emotionally content. That could be in regard to your love, career, business, or finances. For some of you, you have been praying, wishing, or manifesting, and now your dream comes true. Therefore, you feel miraculous because your prayers, your wish is being heard, and you feel that you are blessed. You are being taken good care of, and you are in good hands with God, universe, or even your ancestors. And with the Hierophant reversed here, it suggests something that is non-traditional, non-conformity, unconventional. And it could be that you are someone who don't really follow the norm. You break free from social, traditional beliefs, status quo. And with these cards coming together, it could have some implication in regard to your love life. If you're single, then you could be someone who focuses a lot on emotional spiritual connection, and you can be quite insecure that you may take quite some time for you to assess and trust the person before you enter into marriage. You don't follow common society's belief that one should settle down or get married at a certain age, and your attitude, your philosophy in regard to love is that you would not settle for anything less than you deserve, and you value your own well-being, self-interest. Just like what Buddha said, if you are going to marry a fool, then you would rather be alone. Even if you come across someone who are not generally perceived as the norm by society, your family, in a relationship, that could be age gap, differences in terms of a culture, national origin, you still feel that it's fine as long as they are meeting your criteria as a partner or spouse, as long as you consider them the right one for you. Because for you, it's you who are going to get married, not people around you. If you are already in a relationship, then I see both you and your partner or spouse are having a very harmonious, cohesive, healthy relationship. But it's a little bit difficult for both of you to seek a breakthrough, to take the connection to next level. For example, in terms of engagement, marriage. For some of you, that could be the problem of Mangala dosha, which is an idea in astrology that there could be some kind of mass defect because you were born under the mass, the planet, mass influence. So therefore, potentially it could create some kind of potential delay in marriage. And if you're married, then things initially went very well between you and your spouse, but then somehow later on, the connection just went downhill. There could be misalignments, silence, treatment, or both of you are in talking terms, but then your partner, your spouse, is going to respond with avoidance or deflection. If there are any problems, issues, then it remains unresolved. There's no closure, and both of you feel like reaching a dead end. And for some of you, I see there could be some risk of separation or divorce that could be attributable to external influences like third-party influences. And the scenario situation could be different for every single one of you, and it can be specific, and you can contact me for a separate reading so that I can understand your situation better and to see how to make things work out. And apart from love, with these cards coming together, it could also give some implication in regard to your career, business, and finances. With the Ace of Cups here, you are someone who are open-minded, very creative. The work that you do require you to provide, generate creative and innovative inputs. For example, your work could be in relation to design, architecture, engineering, or even you could be a content creator. It requires you to break free from limited, restrained mindsets, to think outside of the box, to generate optimal solutions, or even give inspirations to other people. And you are very talented, skillful. By following this path, this is exactly something that you like to do because you are going to feel emotionally satiated and satisfied, and it's going to give you emotional abundance. And apart from that, because you are following a path that you feel is aligned with your true authentic self, so therefore it's going to bring you monetary abundance as well, because after all, money is just like water. Money is a flow. If you feel emotionally content, then it's going to trigger you to be more motivated, more dedicated, and committed to your work. And gradually you become more experienced and skillful, and it's going to bring you a continuous flow of money, cash. Let's see more. And we have the Sun, as well as the Three of Cups. With the Sun reversed here, it's not that you are feeling particularly depressed or down, but somehow you could feel it's not one of those best days in your life and things could have been better. For very few of you, there could be some kind of physical problems or issues that you are having and you are recovering from it. And the recommendation here is to spend more time to connect with the nature, especially spend quality time under the sun or even around the water bodies. And you are going to feel more rejuvenated to help you to recover better. For some of you, your mood swing, you are having some kind of emotional turmoil, and it's because of your love, relationship, marriage life, and that could be because of somehow there's some delay in marriage, or you are feeling that both you and your partner's spouse are reaching a bottleneck in the relationship, the connection, and somehow it's difficult to uplift it to the next level. And for some of you, then maybe you're in a relationship, it's a little bit difficult for you to settle in terms of engagement or marriage, especially when it comes to building a long-term permanent home base here. Well, for some of you, I see that there are some kind of misalignments with the Hierophant reversed here. Misalignments between you and your spouse, if you're married, and the misalignments with the Three of Cups here, which is a card that is about social gathering and social networking. It could be because of you are feeling insecure, because there could be some kind of potential third-party external influences standing in the way between you and your spouse. You can feel that your spouse partner is not giving you a solid, concrete feeling in terms of security, because they are not really establishing a healthy boundaries when it comes to the people around them, especially when it comes to the opposite gender. So therefore, it's going to create confusion and you feel anxious or insecure. And for some of you, I see that with the Three of Cups, there's someone in your mind that you have feeling it could be a friend or colleagues. But for whatever reason, the reality is that things did not work out between both of you. So it become some kind of unrequited love. The reason could be they don't have the same feeling the way you do, or they are already with someone else, they are taken. And for some of you, I see that with the Three of Cups, is a card that's about you spending time among a group of people, socializing. It could be that you are trying to release your emotions and you are finding a mental relief by talking your situation about your love life, marriage life, relationship with other people. For example, it could be your friends, colleagues, your families, in order to get a peace of mind. And then we have the Three of Pentacles as well as the Page of Cups. So with the Three of Pentacles, this is a card that is about relationship, partnership, but relationship, it also falls into the category of a partnership, teamwork, collaboration in a more generic, broader terms. And for most of you, I see that you are trying to close the deal with someone with the Hierophant card here, like the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. It could be that you are trying to seal the deal, close the deal with somebody. As in engagement or marriage, you're expecting a proposal, like an engagement or marriage proposal from your person. And for the rest, I see that it's about you and your partner or spouse coming together, working together as a team, that both of you are trying to discuss something, talking in peaceful and certain terms to reconcile, to reach some kind of consensus or a common ground. Some kind of closure is needed to give both of you clarity. However, with the Page of Cups in reversed here, there are blockages in terms of the communication and ideas, the dialogues, conversations. Therefore, it suggests the situation is that both of you may feel that you are stuck in limbo. There is a lack of traction, development, and momentum. And either one party, you or the other person, gets emotionally triggered and not really showing sign of willingness or cooperative attitude to communicate. And someone can be said as emotionally immature with the Page of Cups reversed here. Therefore, the problem left unresolved. There's no closure. And I see here there is a pattern that both of you are talking on repeat. There is inefficient and unproductive communication where the subject matter of conversation is being brought up to the table and being discussed multiple times, but then both of you are stuck and being part of the problem instead of the solution. So therefore, there is a lack of common ground and consent cannot be reached. And both of you feel like reaching a dead end. And the conversation also becomes dull, mechanical. And both of you could already expect what the other person is going to say because the same scene has already played multiple times before. And then we have the Nine of Swords as well as the Ten of Cups. With the Knight of Swords is a card that is about emotional turmoil, excessive worries, insecurities, but in this reversed position, it means that all these negativity are being released and you are healing yourself, getting more mental peace, more calmness here. And I see that potentially those worries or insecurities has something to do with your relationship, marriage, family. And for you, you are someone that consider your relationship partner, spouse, family, home is your safe harbor. It's somewhere that you can put your defensive mechanism down, and you could be someone who like children, kids very much, and they are the motivation and the fuel to keep you feel motivated and keep your life moving on forward. And with these two cards here, I see that for some of you, potentially could have the worries that you have the uncertainties, you are unsure whether you are going to get married or can have a beautiful home with a long-term, lifelong partner. And the things here is that having a stable family, a beautiful home here is not a dream, it's not a fantasy. And the guidance is for you to heal yourself. And then you are going to attract something good, someone good to enter into your life. So therefore, remember the 3Ds here: detach, disassociate, and disengage. Detach with past wound, past trauma. Especially for some of you, those past wound, past trauma could arise from something that in regard to your original family. For example, you could come from a single parent company or a dysfunctional, unhealthy original family, or it could be previously you have some kind of relationship with someone that can be considered as unhealthy or toxic. So therefore, detach with all these past trauma, past wounds, heal yourself. And then the second is to disassociate. Disassociate with people, things that are no longer serving you, so that you are going to vibrate at a higher energy level. And finally, disengage. Simply disengage with the surroundings, the external world around you, because in a very large sense that the external surroundings is serving as some kind of confusion or distraction, and you are trapping yourself in such a state that you are going to feel mental anguish, that could be frustration, devastation. And if you are going to remain in such a state with you having both hands full, then it's impossible for you to have the capacity to receive a blessing that is being delivered by God universe. So therefore, a release of your burden, the tension, the negativity, the anxiety, insecurities that you have been accumulated from your past. And then you are going to have both of your hands empty, and you will be able to have the capacity to receive the blessing that you actually deserve here. And again, a healthy relationship, a beautiful home is not a dream, it's not a fantasy. It's something that you deserve, it's something that you can attract. So this is the end of the reading. I hope you like it, and I hope this video is going to resonate with you in some way, and you can relate to it in a certain way. So please do subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and like this video and leave a comment down below. See you next time.